It usually happens late in the afternoon, when the house is quiet and the light coming through the window feels softer than it used to. Someone opens an old drawer that hasn't been touched in years. Inside are paper clips, a matchbook from a restaurant that closed decades ago, and a handful of coins wrapped in a rubber band that started to crack with age. As those coins spill gently onto the table, one of them doesn't look quite like the others. It's a dollar coin, but not the kind most people remember spending. And right there, in that quiet moment, a forgotten piece of American history comes back to life. 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar. As the coin rotates slowly, the familiar face of Susan B. Anthony appears, strong and calm, looking straight ahead as if she's been waiting all this time to be noticed again. When this coin was first released in 1979, it was meant to change the way Americans use money. It was supposed to be practical, modern, and easy to carry. Instead, many people weren't quite sure what to make of it. For a lot of folks, these coins ended up in kitchen jars, desk drawers, or old purses that were set aside and forgotten. You can almost picture someone dropping it into a coffee can after mistaking it for a quarter, only to never see it again for 40 years. As light moves across the surface during this simple rotation, the date slides into view, quietly marking the late 70s, a time of station wagons, handwritten checks, and Saturday mornings at the hardware store. Most circulated 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollars are still common today, usually worth $1 to $3. But when the coin continues its slow turn and the surfaces look clean and untouched, better condition examples can reach $10 to $40. And that's often enough to make people pause and wonder what else might be hiding nearby. But the story doesn't stop there, because not all 1979 coins were made quite the same. 1979, P. Susan B. Anthony dollar, wide rim / near date. Here's where things quietly get exciting. As the coin flips slowly in front of you, the date area comes into view again. But something feels just a little different. On the wide rim, or near date version, the numbers sit closer to the edge, almost as if the design is gently pressing outward. Many people discovered this variety completely by accident. A retiree sorting change at the kitchen table. A grandson helping clean out a basement toolbox. During the simple rotation, imagine how that spacing near the rim might stand out to someone who's looked at these coins their whole life. Common examples often sell for $15 to $30. Coins in strong, uncirculated condition regularly climb into the hundreds. And truly exceptional examples, the kind that were tucked away and never handled, have sold for well over $1,000, all from a coin that once felt ordinary. And just when that realization sinks in, the next coin quietly brings us back to familiar ground. 1979, P. Susan B. Anthony dollar, narrow rim / far date. As the coin continues its slow turn, the narrow rim version comes into view. This is the one most people recognize. The date sits a little farther from the edge, giving the design room to breathe. This is the Susan B. Anthony dollar that actually made it into everyday life. These coins passed through hands at grocery stores, gas stations, and post offices. Many ended up in jars on top of refrigerators or in old change purses tucked into closets. As light glides across the surface, you can almost feel the quiet routine of everyday life from decades ago. Most narrow rim coins are still worth just $1 or $2, maybe $5 in nicer condition. But their real value is in familiarity. They remind people of a time when spare change still mattered and nothing moved quite so fast. And then, without much warning, the journey shifts slightly west. 1979, D. Susan B. Anthony dollar. As the coin flips slowly, a small D mint mark appears, marking its origin in Denver. These coins were struck in large numbers and circulated widely. They're often found mixed in with quarters, nickels, and pennies, especially in old family collections that were never sorted. Many people rediscovered these coins while cleaning out garages or dresser drawers. During this gentle rotation, the surfaces may show light where small marks from years of handling, and that's part of the story they carry. Most circulated 1979. D coins are modest in value, usually just over face value. Better condition examples can reach $10 to $20, while higher grade pieces climb further. Sometimes the most common coins are the ones that survive simply because no one bothered to spend them. And as the coin continues its turn, the tone softens again. 1979, S. Susan B. Anthony Dollar. As the coin rotates, there's a noticeable difference. The finish feels smoother, more deliberate. The 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony Dollar was struck in San Francisco, primarily for collectors. Many of these coins never saw the inside of a cash register. You can imagine someone carefully placing it into a small plastic holder, sliding it into a drawer, and leaving it there for decades. As the obverse comes into view during this slow rotation, the mirrored surfaces gently reflect the light. Most proof examples today sell for $10 to $20, while pristine pieces can reach higher. These coins weren't saved because they were rare. They were saved because someone believed they mattered, and that belief carried forward into the next few years. Susan B. Anthony Dollar, 1979 to 1981 issues. As the coin flips slowly, the familiar design returns again and again through 1980 and 1981. By this point, Americans had largely decided the coin wasn't for daily use. Instead, it became something people set aside, unsure what the future might bring. Many of these coins sat quietly in envelopes, desk drawers, and safe deposit boxes. During the simple rotation, the dates quietly passed by, marking the early 80s, a time of change, but also comfort. Most examples from these years remain affordable, especially if circulated. But high-quality coins and proof versions can sell for $20 to $50, sometimes more. Patience, it turns out, can be just as valuable as rarity. And then, just when it feels like the story is ending, it surprises us one more time. Susan B. Anthony Dollar, 1999 issue. As the coin rotates and the date comes into view, it almost feels out of place. 1999. After nearly 2 decades, the Susan B. Anthony Dollar returned briefly to fill a shortage. Many people didn't even realize it happened. These coins are often discovered later, mixed in with older change or tucked into savings envelopes. As the coin flips slowly, the familiar portrait feels like a quiet goodbye. Common examples often sell for $20 to $30 today, with higher condition pieces reaching $100 or more. It wasn't come back. It was a final appearance. And with that, the torch quietly passes. Sacagawea Dollar. As the final coin rotates slowly, a warm golden tone fills the frame. The Sacagawea Dollar arrived with the promise of something new. As the obverse comes into view, Sacagawea and her child appear, symbolizing guidance, family, and continuity. Many Americans save these coins immediately. They felt different, special. You might picture one sitting in a child's piggy bank, or sealed in a bankroll that was never opened. During this simple rotation, the smooth surfaces catch the light in a way that feels hopeful. Most common Sacagawea dollars are still worth $1, $2, but certain early issues and special versions can bring higher prices, especially in excellent condition. And yet, the real value is something harder to measure. As the coin continues its slow turn, it becomes clear that these dollars were never meant to be hidden treasures. They were meant to be used, touched, and passed along. But because so many were saved, forgotten, and rediscovered, they became quiet storytellers. Somewhere right now, there's a drawer waiting to be opened, a jar waiting to be emptied, and inside, a coin that still remembers where it's been and who once held it.